Good morning, dear friends at home. Good morning, dear friends here at the One Buddhist Temple in beautiful Chapel Hill, North Carolina. This weekend is a special one. The Head Dharma Master of One Buddhism, Venerable JookSanim, is here visiting us. Later on, he will give a Dharma talk about great and small, being and non-being. Afterwards, we will have a Q&A. But first, let's rejuvenate our mind and body with some brief Qigong. First, our feet hip-width apart. Let's just warm up our ankles. Just rotate them on the ground, any direction. Reverse the direction. Make sure your ankles crack and loosen up. Change to the other ankle. And reverse the direction. Okay, next our hands come on our hips. Let's move in those in any direction. Loosen up those hips. And reverse direction. Okay, next, our hands come forward. Let's loosen up our wrist. Just rotate our wrists any direction and change. Next, below the elbow, just rotate our arms and reverse. Next, spread our arms. Let's rotate those arms. Small circles first, and making the circles bigger and bigger. And reverse. Start with big circles, like we're trying to swim away. And gradually making those circles smaller and smaller. Okay? Now, let's bring our awareness to our dantian. Deep breathing. We're going to use our hands with it. Let's breathe in, about 5 to 8 seconds. Breathe in, bring our hands up to our chest height. Fold our hands over and breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Now we do the same thing. We breathe in, bring our arms to chest height. We fold them over, keep breathing in, stretch all the way to the universe. Look at our hands, stretch out, and breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe in more. Stretch, hold it, and breathe out. One more round. Breathe in. Breathe in more. Stretch. And breathe out. Next, let's bring our arms straight forward. We breathe in. We push them to one side of our body. And we pull the bow. Breathe in. Hold that posture. And breathe out. Our arms come back forward. Next to the other side, breathe in. Pull the bow taut. Hold it. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now let's relax. Let's shake it out. Twist our bodies back and forth. Don't forget to breathe. Lean a little bit to one side and a little bit to the other side. Okay, let's stop. Let's breathe in, bring our palms above our head. Breathing in, join our palms. Breathe out, bring them to our third eye. Rest. Breathe in. Slowly bring our palms to our heart center. Breathe out. Bring our arms, open our arms, bring them to our side. Breathe in, push down. And breathe out, deflect the energy into the ground. One more time, breathe in. Bring our palms slowly down, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open our palms, bring them to our side. Breathe in, push down. Breathe out. Deflect the energy into the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. We pause at our heart center, we breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Thank you. Now please enjoy Emily's beautiful singing voice.
Thank you, Emily. Do you feel your spirit is uplifted? That's the meditation. Let our mind, heart feel so light-hearted. Let our spirit and pure consciousness go far, far to the universe. Yet we are sitting here on this earth. So, before we enter our silent meditation, let's make sure our seat is really comfortable, grounding, centering. Rock your body from side to side, forward, backward. Feel your sitting bone or tailbone. We use Tanjan centering right below our belly button. Feel your lower abdomen. Our pelvic floor connects with the grounding earth energy. Our breathing connects between the earth and heaven. By simply sitting here together, breathing in and out, we are free, we are connecting with the pure, infinite energy of the universe. How grateful we are to pause, sitting here now. Simply re-inviting our awareness and concentration to be here at this present moment, again and again. Sutra Chanting Practice, page 6. 일원상 vow in Korean. You're welcome to join us chanting, harmonize, or by listening, you can rest your mind and soul in the vibrational sound of this sutra.
일원상 서원문 일원은 언어도단의 입정서이요 유무조화를 생사문이 전지응오동보법률의 본원이 재불조사범부 중생의 성품으로 능이성유상하고 능이성무상하여 유상으로 보면 상주를 멸로 여여자연하여 무량세계를 전개하여 공무상으로 보면 우주의 성주의 공과 만물의 생로병사 사생의 심신작용을 다 육도로 변화를 시켜 혹은 진극으로 혹은 남극으로 혹은 은세거예로 혹은 에세거으로 이와 같이 무량세계를 전개하였나니 우리 어리석은 중생 심없신불이원상을 제받아 심신을 원만하게 수호하는 공부를 하며 모든 사리를 원만하게 하는 공부를 하며 모든 심신을 원만하게 사용하는 공부를 지성으로 하여 진급이 되고 은혜 입을 지연 강급이 되고 해독은 잊지 아니하리로서 일본의 이력을 얻도록까지 소원하고 일본의 재성에 합하도록까지
When it comes to meditation, there are many forms. Today, let us have a moment of lying down relaxation before we listen to Dharma. Please spread your mat, lay down on your back, make yourself really comfortable. And friends at home, please do the same thing. During lying down meditation today, we are going to receive the offering from our friend Billy, chanting Sutra-san's Qigong transmission verse, being into non-being, non-being into being, turning and turning in the ultimate. Being and non-being are both void, yet this void is complete. great, small, being and non-being. Great means the original essence of all things in the universe. Great means the original essence of all things in the universe. Small means that the myriad phenomena are distinguished by their shapes and forms. Small means that the myriad phenomena are distinguished by their shapes and forms. Being and non-being means the cycle of nature's 4 seasons, as well as wind, clouds, rains, dew, frost, and snow. The birth, aging, sickness, and death of all things, and the transformations of creation and distinction, flourishing and decay. Now, dear friends, let's wiggle our toes, wake up our whole body, take a moment to stretch and wake up. And whenever ready, come to sitting, please. Now, please welcome our Venerable JookSanim. Everybody, do you know how to say hello in Korean? 안녕하세요. Ready? 안녕하세요.
Good morning to everyone, and welcome to this very special day. As many of you know, the founding teacher of Won Buddhism, Master Sotaesan, envisioned the spread of Won Buddhism from Korea to the world. And over the years, many temples have been established in the United States as well as other countries. Master Sotaesan's vision has been further realized with the establishment of an American headquarters in Claverack, New York in 2011, and the appointment of Venerable JookSanim as our Head Dharma Master in 2021. The headquarters of North America maintains its Dharma lineage to the Central Won Buddhism headquarters in Korea, but it is independent in most areas, including making its own laws and regulations. Venerable JookSanim is now the very first overseas Head Dharma Master of Won Buddhism anywhere in the world. A rather thrilling development. He was ordained in 1979, has previously been a hands-on minister in Won Buddhism temples in Korea. He has taught in the Won Buddhist Seminary, and he has served in the Won Buddhist headquarters in Korea. He visited our temple last year, and several of our members had the opportunity to meet with him. We found him approachable, open-minded, and interested in learning more about our Sangha. We are so happy to welcome him back for a longer visit, and we look forward to learning and sharing the Dharma with him. Please welcome Venerable JookSanim with your hearts, minds, and deep listening.
멋지게 JookSa님을 소개했습니다.
작년에 노스텔 교담이 왔다 간 뒤에 이렇게 다시 만나게 돼서 너무나 반갑다.
After my brief visit last year that I get to come back. I'm so happy.
다르마 센터에 늘 있었어도 늘 노스캐롤라이나 교당을 잊지 않고 같이 있었다.
Even though my body was at the One Dharma Center upstate New York, my mind and heart always felt connected with you.
노스캐롤라이나 교당이 미국 교화의 희망이라고.
I felt there is a great hope from this North Carolina temple communities.
여러분들이 여기서 정진하고 공부하고 대종사님 교법을 이렇게 배우는 것은 굉장히 미국의 희망이라고.
It's a great hope for the whole American land for you to practice and study Dharma.
대종사님 교법을 통해서 여기 있는 모든 분들이 마음이 변화되고 삶이 변화되고
Through the Dharma practice and your mind is being changed, your life is being changed for the better.
주위가 변화되기를 바랍니다.
And all your family, neighbors and friends, everything surrounding us start to change for the better.
대종사님 교법을 통해서 여러분들이 행복했으면 좋겠다.
Oh, I wish and pray you are happy through this Dharma journey.
그리고 주위 모든 사람들 그 같이 행복했으면 좋겠다.
And I pray and hope everybody in your life around you are happy.
대종사님께 깨달은 그 핵심이 오늘 여러분들에게 이야기하고 싶은 대소유무의 그 소식이 들어있다.
The essence of Sutra-san's Great Awakening is all about the teaching great, small, being and non-being.
공부하는 초보자에게서는 그 원리를 잘 알아야 된다.
If you're beginners or long-time practitioners, you really need to know this.
오늘은 대소유무에 대해서 한번 생각해보는 시간을 같이
I
가지자.
hope we'll all together enjoy this contemplation and exploration about the great, small, being and non-being.
대가 무엇이냐고 한번
What is
여쭤보세요.
great? To you, what is great? Don't be shy.
우리는 큰 순간도 대를 떠나서는 살 수 없다.
We cannot live even for a millisecond without being separated from the realm of great.
근데 대를 모르고 산다고.
But we are not fully aware of this realm of great.
우리 눈으로는 볼 수가 없다.
This realm of great usually not visible through our physical eyes,
마음의 눈으로 깊이 응시해봐야 된다.
but we can gaze at that
그래서,
state from our mind eye.
그래서 대종사님께서는 이론은 언어 도단의 입정처라고 말씀하셨다.
So from the very first line of Ilwan Sangvao, the truth of Ilwan is beyond words and language.
근데 마음이 밝은 사람은 볼 수가 있다.
But if you have a very bright, clear mind, you're able to see it.
여기 있는 사람들은 소의 세계에서 산다고. 소.
A majority of us are usually living
소의 세계는
and struggling in the world of small.
우리 눈에 보이는 건 다 소의
The
세계다.
realm of small is all the phenomenal world that we can detect and see through our physical eyes.
마이크, 이거 꽃, 다 소의
Flowers,
세계다.
microphone, friends, all the objects and shapes and forms around us.
여러분 각자도 참 다 소의 세계에서
It's
산다.
individual, our bodies, and even in every daily life being, we are all, living and interacting in the realm of small.
깨닫지 못한 사람은 그냥 소의 세계만, 눈에 보이는 세계만 보면서 산다고.
If we are not fully awakened, we believe the world is just composed of the aspect of the small.
근데 이 소의 세계는 절대 대의 세계를 떠나서는 있을 수 없다.
However, this phenomenal aspect of the small cannot exist without being separated from the great.
생각으로서는 대의세계는 알기가 쉽지가 않다.
It's hard to fully understand with our cognitive understanding about the realm of great.
다만 비유를 해서 표현을 해줄 뿐이라고.
But also, however, we can approach through some analogies.
모든 성자들은 그 세계를 보고 성자가 되셨다고.
All the enlightened sages, Buddhas, they became who they are as an enlightened being by fully awakening to the realm of great.
성자들은 그 세계를 비유를 해서 표현을 해주셨다고.
And they used a lot of similes and analogies. 잠깐만요. 대에 대해서. And to refresh your memory, is defined in our scripture. Great means the original essence of all things in the universe. Could you repeat? All things in the universe.
여기 법당하는 여러분들 보면 소위세계라고 해요.
If you look around in this Dharma space, all we see is mainly defined from the world of the small.
밖에 있는 무한한 이 공간의 세계는 대의세계라.
And infinitely open, spacious realm beyond this building can be described as close to the realm of the great.
이 보통 사람들은 이 안만 쳐다보고 산다.
Usually, as ordinary beings, we tend to be narrow-minded, looking only what we see right in front of us.
근데 조금 눈이 밝은 사람은 저 밖에 허공과 이 안 허공은 둘이 아닌 줄 안다.
If you have a bright eyesight or insight, you get to see far outside the space and inside the space are not separate. It's one connected space.
보통 사람은 내 육체 안에 갇혀진 이 마음 보고 산다고.
Ordinary majority of people often define us as as being confined within our physical body.
다른 말로 표현하면 이 생각을 떠나서 살지 못한다. 생각, think.
Excuse me, I need to study a little more.
분별의 세계에서 산다. 불식.
Yeah, majority of us often live and exist within our judging or discriminative state of thoughts and mind.
근데 이 생각 너머의 세계가 있다고.
But that is the world beyond our thoughts, beyond our judging or discriminative minds.
우리가 명상을 하는 것은 그 생각이 너머 세계로 들어가는 거라고.
The main purpose of our meditation is to go beyond our thoughts.
그래서 생각을 모두 놓아버리는 거라고.
That's why we all try to drop, let go of our thoughts.
몸도 잊어버리는 거라고.
And trying to let go of our mind, and not only mind but also our physical body.
마음이 깊어집니다.
Then the awareness and consciousness go deeper and deeper.
저 우주와 내가 하나라고.
And feel that connection with grand universe.
저 바닷물을 큰 바닷물을 이 그릇에 이렇게 떠왔다.
Let's say we bring some water, bring some ocean water in some container.
이 물이라고 하는 것은 이 소위 세계라고.
So in that container, there is water.
근데 이 물을 바다에 딱 보면 대세계라고.
In the water in the small container can be compared as small, but when we think of the water in the ocean, that's great.
우리 생각은 계속 부분적인 세계를 보면서 산다고.
We see and think that partial aspects of the world.
근데 성자들은 저 대의 세계, 본질의 세계 바탕에서
But the
산다.
truly enlightened ones see the fundamental essence rather than partial, see the full aspects and pictures.
그래서 본질의 세계를 하나의 세계라고 표현한다.
So we call the world of the essence, the world of this essence is the world of oneness.
깊은 마음의 세계 들어가면 우리 모두가 하나라고.
In our deep pure consciousness, we are truly one.
소위 세계는 다 특성의 세계에 나타난다.
In the world of small, there is uniqueness, difference, all different characteristics and personalities.
유무는 변화의 세계라고.
Now, being and non-being, what is that? That's the world of change.
공부는 그래서 하나의 세계를 보고 하나의 세계.
공부인. If you are
수행자는
if we are really true practitioner, we always pursue and aspire to see the world of oneness.
소라는 특성을 알아서
Understand the nature of small, the unique, different nature of all beings.
그 대의 마음으로 불공을 하는 거라고.
By being anchored with this great oneness, we interact with everyone, understanding different, unique nature and personalities.
마음이 잘 안 될 때 이걸 변화시켜서 계속 적응하는 거 유무의 세계라고.
When things are not going smoothly, then we are willing to change. We are willing to change through practice. That is based on the understanding of the truth of being and non-being.
대의 세계는 변함이 없는 세계라고.
The world of great, or the realm of great, is non-changing realm.
소의 세계는 변화의 세계라고.
The realm of small, always changing.
가을이 돼가지고 대의 세계가 뭐냐고 물어봐요.
Now, here is a question to you. Now, as it becomes fall, it changes into fall season, what would be the great as we look into the season change? If you answer, you may have a word.
The color of the vegetation and all the colors around the
Colors. Color, 색깔. 어디 색깔?
색깔. 그 변화의 세계라고.
The color, that's the great, it's changing, the color change of the autumn season, that's the great example of being and non-being, the changing aspect.
봄이 돼도, 여름이 돼도, 가을이 돼도, 겨울이 돼도 변하지 않는 세계가 있다고.
No matter spring comes, summer comes, fall comes, winter comes, there is something that never changes. What is it?
existence.
존재 그 자체.
True essence of people. True essence. True one.
True one. 참나, 참.
맞는 말이라고.
Air.
공기.
공기. 공기도 변화한다고.
Yes, how about the air changes too?
찬 공기,
Cold air,
따뜻한 공기.
warm air.
가을이 되면 제일 변화가 어디서 일어나냐고.
Where do we see the first change for the autumn season? Trees. 나무.
The shortness of days.
날이 짧아진다. 햇볕이 짧아진다.
짧아진다.
The light.
빛의 정도가 달라져.
허공에서 일어난다고.
The first change for season change happens right in the open, the sky.
허공에서 어떤 변화가 일어나냐고. 어떤 변화가 일어나냐고. 허공이.
Can you guess what's happening in the air, in the open air sky?
봄, 여름, 가을, 겨울은 찬 기운과 따뜻한 기운의 변화라고.
As you said, actually the change of the air, the between warm air, cold air.
가을이 되면 찬 기운이 이 공기 속에 찬 기운이 일어나게 된다.
The colder or cooler air start to get stronger as we welcomes the fall season.
찬 기운이 일어나면 이 허공 중에 수분 물 기운이 이 아래로 가라앉는다고.
As the cool or cold air arises more, all the water elements start to settle down to the ground.
그래서 가을이 되면 하늘이 맑아진다고.
Therefore, less moisture in the skies, we get to see even more beautiful blue sky in the fall.
봄이 되면 양 기운이 따뜻한 기운이 나타나게 하면 수분이 위로 증발하고
In the spring, the moisture start to rise up to the sky.
그래서 봄과 여름에는 하늘이 좀 흐린 것 같다.
So the little bit less clearer for the spring sky than fall.
찬 기운이 일어나기 시작하면 나무에서도 물 기운이 아래로 내려가기 시작한다.
The cool air arises in the fall, then the water elements from trees start to fall down to the ground.
그러면 나무에 변화가 일어난다고.
Then the trees start to change with the different colors for their leaves.
그리고 음과 양이 변화의 일어남에 따라서 변화가 일어난다.
Rising and falling between yin and yang energy is the main change.
그래서 봄과 여름은 양 기운이 이 따뜻한 기운 우주에 가득 차 있다. 따뜻한 기운, 봄과 여름.
For the spring and summer, much stronger yang energy, warm energy in the air.
가을과 겨울은 기운이 이렇게 차 있다.
And also for the fall and winter, stronger, cool yin energy.
그 음과 양이 이 허공에서 변화가 일어나는데
There is some dynamics in the air.
음과 양 그 이전에 본질의 허공이 있다고요. 본질의 허공.
Beyond yin and yang, there is essence, essential nature.
그 본질의 허공이기 때문에 그 안에서 일만 변화가 다 일어난다고.
Because of the essential nature, the empty nature of the sky, all things, especially between the dynamic of with the dynamic of yin and yang, happens constantly throughout the system.
근데 그 본질의 허공은 내 마음과 하나같이 다 통한다고.
Essential nature of empty sky is deeply connected, penetrated with our original true nature.
그래서 가을이 되면 그 깊은 허공을 한번 응시해보라.
So I hope as this beautiful season is here, stare and gaze at the deep, deep sky and connect with the essential nature of empty sky with your nature.
아무것도 없는 그 허공을 딱 응시해보라고.
Deeply penetrate the clear, empty sky.
그래서 의식이 그 허공과 내가 자꾸 접해 들어가라고.
And try that exercise and let your pure consciousness fully connected.
대종사님께는 그걸 허공 법계를 이전 내 것으로 만든다고 그러셨다고.
이전을 한국말로 하면 이전이 뜻이고.
이전 사온다고 내게 가져온다고.
소타에서는 our founding teacher specifically expressed that if you are able to really connect that true deep essence of the empty sky, and then you are able to connect it with your true nature, that means you have a true ownership of empty sky.
그 흔적 없는 허공을 내 마음으로 딱 옮겨온다고.
You are truly bring and you're able to own fully the empty, traceless, freeing nature of empty sky.
선할 때 모든 생각이 다 없어진다고.
When we are in deep meditation, we can let go of thoughts more and more.
그럼 마음이 고요해진다.
Our mind becomes calmer.
고요해지면 맑아진다.
It becomes calmer, then becomes clearer.
맑아지면 환하게 다 보인다.
Becomes clearer, it becomes brighter. We get to see things really well.
그걸 대로 보는 거, 대를 보는 거라.
That's the nature and being closer to the realm of great. 자, 시간이 어떡하죠? He can go all day long, but 하루 종일 하실 수도 있지만
그 대의 세계를 조금 이야기한 거라고.
So can you understand? Are you awakened now? So let's take a moment to pause. There is a piece of paper in front of you. And dear friends at home, please share your question or thought. This is a very profound teaching, but a very important teaching. Jot down your thoughts and one question on the piece of paper or in the live chat, please. Anyone who would like to share your question, please do so. If you read your question, Patty, would you mind repeating a question so our friends online can hear the question? Yes.
Is ground also great, or is it small? Is ground also great, or is it small?
대소에서 이 땅이 대입니까? 소입니까?
땅은 보이냐고 한번 물어봐.
Can you see the ground?
보이는 건 다 소유색이라고.
What you can see, that's small.
땅이라는 것이, 지구라는 것이 우리 뭐 어마어마하게 우리 눈으로 보면 크다고. 크다고,
It's
굉장히
a
커.
huge ground if you want to see all the part of the ground.
근데 이 광대한 우주에서 보면 그 모래알 만하다.
But from that, the galaxy, it's like a very little tiny sand.
이 빛이 지구를 1초에 7밖에 반을 돈다고.
Light can run fast 7.5 times around the planet for 1 second.
근데 과학에서는 빛이 1년을 가리는 거리를 1광년이라고 그랬다고.
The mileage where light can travel for 1 year is called, I don't know how to translate that word.
제일 가까운 별이
The closest star.
5,000광년, 6,000광년 떨어졌다고.
Oh, 5,000, 6,000 that year of the light can travel.
뭐
Light year, yay. Thank you.
이 우주에 우리가 눈에 보이는 데만 별이 1,000억 개가 있다고.
천억 개를 어떻게 해요? I don't know how to say. Countless stars. What we can see. 우리 보이는
예,
거요.
그 이제 과학에서 보는 이 보이는
1,000, more than 1,000 billion stars we can see with our physical eyes.
이건 다 소의 세계라고.
That's the world of small.
이 큰 흔적 없는, 값도 없는 무한한 허공이 있기 때문에 그 속에 그런 것들이 다 있다.
Yeah. They are the very small part of the infinite, invisible realm. That's the great.
이 몸 안에도 똑같은 세계가
It's the
있다.
same. There is an amazing world within our body.
우리 세포 하나하나의 생명이라고.
Every cell has a life.
세포 하나를 이렇게 복제해서 빼내면 생명이 하나가 태어난다.
If we take out one cell and then clone, make a clone, then another life can be
근데
born.
여기 있는 사람이 모든 사람이 이 세포가 보통 50조, 60조의 세포가 내 몸 안에 들어 있다.
I don't know how many. Do you know how many cells we have within our body? There's so many cells.
그런데 발끝에 조그마한 가시만 이렇게 들어가도 몸이 전율하면서 다 안다고.
But if there is tiny thorn sticking in our toe, the whole body recognizes what's going on.
이 몸은 하나의 신경 체계이기 때문에 그런다고.
The whole body is like the grand system with the so numerous nerves and neurons.
이 우주도 거대한 하나의 신경체계라고.
The universe is also the enormous system of neurons.
이걸 우리가 생각하고 말하고 하는 것이 우주는 뻔히 알고 있다고.
What we think, what we say, and how we act, the grand universal consciousness can see and recognize.
대화수는 떨어질 수 없는 관계라.
Great and small cannot be separated. 다음 질문 한 건에 더 시간이 돼서. Any question from the online friends?
Amelia asked, do great and small share the same essence? Great and small, do they share the same essence?
대와 소가 본질은 같습니까?
본질은 똑같다.
Yes. Thank you. Next question.
이것이 소라고.
This is a small. This mask, face mask, is a small.
대를 떠나서 있을 수가 없다.
This cannot exist without being anchored with the great.
이거 많이 가도 100년 가면 흔적 없이 없어진다고.
After 100 years later, it will dissolve into nothingness.
이건 다 흩어져 버린다고.
This will be dispersed into something.
저다 기연 따라서 다시 보인다고.
And it will gather again. Somebody can create another form.
우리 삶은 한순간도 대를 떠나서 살 수가 없다.
Our life cannot be separated even for a millisecond. We cannot be separated from the essence of great.
근데 우리는 그 대를 잊고 산다.
But usually we are very forgetful or we forget.
그러니 의식이 늘 대 바탕에서 살아야 된다.
If your mind, spirit, consciousness, and awareness are anchored on great,
가장 공부에 있어서 그것이 공부는 초점이라고.
the very important focus of your practice.
일상수행의요법 1조, 2조, 3조.
The first three articles of the essential dharmas of daily practice.
그래서 늘 마음을 심지에 딱 대조하고 경계를 대하라고 그랬다.
Yeah. The Brian is opening the page. Mind is originally
경계는 다 소라고.
free from, but in response to sensory condition. So each sensory condition, trying condition, that's small. But originally free, that's great.
경계를 잡으면 화나는 마음이 나왔다.
In response to sensory condition, we get upset and angry.
그러면 본질에 딱
We go
마음을
back
대죠.
to the original mind. That's great.
그리고 나서 평온한 마음으로 대한다고.
Then we bring out peaceful energy.
요란함이 나올 때도,
When we are disturbed,
어리석음이 나올 때도,
when we feel deluded,
그런 마음이 나올 때도.
when we feel like doing wrongdoings,
그래서 중생의 마음에서, 보통 사람의 마음에서
that's the ordinary state of mind.
깨달은 마음으로 사는 법이라.
But if we apply the mind of great, that's the mind of awakening, original mind, originally free.
각자 모든 마인드 is 부다라.
Mind is Buddha. That mind is Buddha. 시간이 다
오늘 아침 우두에 마인드 is 부다 그러더만.
yeah. Patty
What does it
did
mean?
that. Yeah, mind is Buddha. What does this mean? After morning meditation, that was the koan. 감사합니다.
예.
Well, please stay here after this program and share your question, individual one-on-one Q&A outside with your beautiful face, without mask. And
끊임없이 공부하시라고.
yeah.
그럼 모두가 부다가 될 수 있다고.
If you keep contemplating on this, you are Buddha. You are already Buddha. You can bring out your Buddha.
예.
감사합니다.
예. Thank you.
Let us all bless our day with a morning prayer song. Page 13. Shall we sing first in Korean, then in English? 거룩하신 법신불 사은이시여 은혜 속에 또 하루를 맞이합니다.
오늘도 건강한 맑은 마음으로 부지런히 부처님 길 닦게 하소서. Dharmakaya Buddha for grace. I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind. May I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dharmakaya Buddha for grace. I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha for grace. I begin a new day with compassion. Today make the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for good.
Thank you for your practice with us. Tomorrow we have special ceremony of honor for Patty Daniel and for all those who are on this practice journey with the blessing of our great teacher, Venerable JookSanim. I hope you will be here with us joining in person and online. And now let's say howdy to our friends in the cloud looking at that Mr. Sony camera. Big waves. And let's mindfully return our mat, and then we're gonna all greet outside with our big smiles. 감사합니다.
you.